just not play it for now, and then when you have more time for it later, then you can play it then.
That's facts.
I mean, I understand college takes priority.
Just look at me, the rising commentator who only commentates when he conveniently doesn't have anything to do during school.
Look at me, the commentator that commentates because he throws up in the morning and he can't go to work.
Gang.
Oh man. And me, not even a commentator.
No, you're definitely.
There's still a
you've
chance
been
of
upgraded.
0.0001% that Reborn is not the son of DM. Huh.
No, that's
The more you
incorrect.
know.
It's incorrect. I can assure you, he most certainly came from my loins.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut them off too.
Oh,
Put
did
the
I
light
click
on
the wrong
fire.
button?
Oh, well, this isn't a
Oh.
neutral map. No, okay, so what was the neutral map that they picked? I didn't catch it between the last two.
They picked Plaza in the
Plaza.
end.
All right, Plaza's a solid start map. I mentioned MePBat's consistent on it. I don't think did we watch Derp play Reborn? Did we see a Plaza match in that match?
Versus who?
When it was Derp versus Rock, was there any Plaza games? I don't think so.
I think there was.
Maybe there was one. I can't remember now.
I can't remember it in particular.
If there was, nothing too crazy happened on it. That would be my only tell for Derp though, because I think I've only seen him play Plaza like once or twice.
All right, Derp 3-0's MePBat, easy clap.
Easy clap.
All right, getting into the real game.
Dang, that
now.
was instantaneous.
Yeah, not wasting any time
Plaza.
here.
It's a massive grilled cheese sandwich. What the?
All right,
It's
Twice the size of a normal one.
getting
What
into
the
this
hell?
pretty standard here. We see,
Immediately they have different routes. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, neither player really taken any specific fast routes. You know, this is a callback to one of the exhibition matches between Benson and Syntome, but a clearly faster route was found, but neither player here are deciding to use it, sticking with, you know, the tried and true.
It's also interesting to note that right here, neither of them go for the item. I personally think that's a misplay. You can do so much stuff with items over spikes because people get so scared.
No way.
Yeah, the mind games are. Oh, yo!
MePBat actually just nailed that.
Did you see that? That was insane.
That was
This
fantastic.
is why he's a good player. Oh my god. I
was like-
genuinely thought he was screwed there, dude.
That was
He was very high up. I think he had to nail every grapple perfectly to survive.
quite incredible there from MePBat.
the
Really,
very
really difficult
least-
to do.
Wow. Not only did he survive though, he also got in the lead from that. Oh, he did it again! Stop.
Derp is
Dude,
struggling to keep up here.
I think I just creamed a little bit.
I wouldn't be surprised, dude. This is insane gameplay right now from MePBat. Derpiculous
MePBat-
struggling a lot right now.
MePBat's just nailing those 90s on the right side. It might be a little hard to notice, but he's jumping right before he turns actually, which gives him even more speed.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where you don't tend to notice. There's not a huge amount of speed difference, but if you hit that 90 and you don't touch the wall, then you have such a big speed advantage that you wouldn't normally get. It's just tough because the difficulty.
It's very precise. You saw MePBat going for it there, and he didn't quite make it. He hit the flat wall instead.
Yeah.
And if Derp had hit the slope there, that could have cost him the entire round because that section is so fast.
Yeah, one of the
Very
fastest
pyros.
sections there in the whole
That
map.
was a. Ooh.
And we've entered sudden death. Oh, not for very long though.
I cannot believe it. Is that the first time we've seen sudden death this tournament? I don't know. It's the first time I've seen it sudden death this tournament that way.
No, we've had plenty.
Okay.
Especially with like Benson matches, dude, with Dickard. Oh my god. Yeah, Ocean Slide.
Oh
game
yeah.
in particular.
That map. Did we get to sudden death every single time? It might have been.
Damn
Oh my
near,
goodness.
dude.
Either
It was
way.
Resident Sleeper at that point.
I'm
Yeah.
also just surprised because Plaza's normally a map where you kind of snowball the victory. It's like where we are right now with MePBat on the ice speed. There's not much Derp could have done there.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah, it was pretty dirty.
That's the typical Plaza play you see. So it's pretty rare that you see the.
Yeah, although Derp saying in the chat, thanks for wasting the ice. Clearly, Derp thinks that it wasn't necessary for MePBat to even ice Derp. Would have
I think
maybe
he
gotten
might
the
be
win
right.
anyway.
Definitely possible,
So maybe a misplay there from MePBat. Little tiny optimization that he could have made there.
but it didn't matter because he got another ice beam.
Maybe the nerves got.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh! Ooh!
Just barely
nice dodge
dodges
by
that.
Derp.
Very close. That was very close.
And a bit of a waste there from Derp as well.
What was that rocket?
Damn, alright.
That's one of those things that it's just map knowledge from Derpiculous that's showing through right now, because that is guaranteed. That's like a confirm. If you go down there with a rocket and you're in front, then that always hits. Doesn't even matter if you're sliding.
It makes complete sense, but I've never seen it before. Oh my gosh, MePBat!
Oh, return from Derp.
Yo!
My goodness,
Good recovery from Derp, but it's not enough.
Doesn't even matter though.
Dude, that honestly, like, I don't know what Derp's thinking right now. He's probably not too mentally taxed, but if that was me, I'd be devastated. Like, he does not care.
Yeah.
3-0'd with a taunt. Like, yikes.
It's tough.
That's actually insane.
Derp saying boring match already. Derp clearly not enjoying himself from the get-go. MePBat just too consistent.
Boring strats are the best strats. I don't know what to say. They work. It's consistent, and that's what matters a lot of the time.
Well, yeah, I can't disagree with that. MePBat, one of the most consistent players in the game, clearly outplaying Derp right now. Although we'll see in Manchester whether he goes through with that.
You guys ever have a grilled cheese with Swiss cheese? It's insane.
Reborn right now, mesmerized by food.
Mesmerized. But I'm a little more mesmerized by that ball, by this map and the ball that Derp did there. Derp definitely is like pretty. I feel like Derp has that item game on lock that MePBat doesn't quite have, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Derp, I remember talking to him quite recently before the winter tournament happened, and Derp said that he's working really hard on his items.
Yeah, so I would definitely say, like, if he plays more, if he leans into that strength like he's doing with Mansion here, where it's not so much about being consistent, although he
Oh, incredible start by Derpiculous.
Damn!
Like, wow. He did two things there too. He also double grappled that grapple after the boost tunnel.
Yeah.
Like, that's also not easy to land.
No, not at all.
He also dodged that freeze ray pretty well.
Derp is playing out of his mind on the maps where it's item based.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, also,
Mansion is like one of his best officials.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to be. He beats me all the time here.
Mansion used to be your favorite official, right?
So
that's like.
Well, yeah, of course. I don't think I'm as good as I was on it, but because obviously I'm just not as good a player now. But I mean, Derp here, every single time I play, he wins here. So clearly a big strength.
Yeah, definitely. And now it also definitely like the way that the map is laid out, it lets you do like a couple weird places where you're not really sure if somebody's gonna take one route or another.
Yeah.
But Derp he seems to just like always approach those areas first, which means that you actually get to fuck with the other person in their route because you get to like look back.
Yeah, of course. So that's 1-1 to Derpiculous, or rather, it's an even game. We've got MePBat's pick next, but I definitely agree with what you're saying. Derp has this way of like front running like no other player I've ever seen, where he just all the time he's tinkering with your routes.
It's like he wasn't even in the lead for the most of Mansion. There was a large part where he was behind him, but then it didn't like his route on that one section on the top was just faster, so he always ended up in the front. It was crazy.
Alright, boys. Now we got some top-tier factory gameplay. That
was a genius ice beam. I've never thought about using an ice beam that way before.
I mean, yeah.
Like, it wasn't so much as genius in like the thought of where he used it. Like, okay, he used it there. That's pretty common. It was like the timing at which he used it. He used it perfectly, and it completely blocked off the route that Derp would have had to take.
Yeah. Oh, and the factory swing. Reborn's been looking for it all day.
Yes! Wow, good man, Derp! That's what I've been wanting to say!
Not only did he do the skip, he also used the bomb to then propel himself into the one block slope, which he then also hit and actually translated that to speed. That was phenomenal play.
Yeah. Genuinely crazy plays by MePBat right now. Oh, and the tackle as well.
That's the kind of shit Hearthstone does.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Just like when sometimes you like release your grapple and you hit X again and the grapple comes out and you expect it to like.
Holy!
I don't know how to describe it. That's very unfortunate. There.
That's something that's really rare, actually. The intentional tackle play. That's something that not many players take advantage of. Is the ability to actually tackle someone mid game and ruin where they're going.
MePBat is definitely a tackle extravaganza.
Yeah.
He will if you're directly next to MePBat, like you're no matter what, if you're ahead or behind him, you're definitely at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay, some interesting item play. Ooh, Derp.
Derp is out of his
recovered very well.
Yeah, I
Like-
have to say, Derp on his toes here a little bit, which is uncharacteristic, really, because the entire rest of the sets that Derp's played today, he's been front-running the whole thing, so MePBat doing really well here to keep in the lead.
I think Derp established the way he's gonna play in that second round.
Yeah.
MePBat kind of like saw what was going on. He's like, all right, so he's gonna do this kind of stuff, and I think he's kind of adapted a little bit. He's not necessarily like, it's not obvious, but he's ready to dodge specific items that he thinks that Derp's gonna go for. He's gotten like kind of into his mindset, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I think that's one of the skills that's really almost necessary to have as a top player. Like,
Yeah.
especially these types of players. You know, you've got Benson, MePBat, Derpiculous. All of these players are going to be using items and constantly trying to mix you up, make you think that they're going to do something and then not do it. But MePBat just is one step ahead all the time.
So the score is 2-1. Both players are playing very well. And there's no clear winner in sight at this point if it's anybody's game.
MePBat risking it with the spike route. It's
Yeah.
not too complicated, but it is scary to go for in tournament. So like,
Yeah, clean execution too on that. Clearly no
Crazy.
fear.
and he
Wait,
kills
I
it with the
think if
camera.
you're-
It nets him a
Where I
win.
see it, if you're confident and just not scared of the spike trap, you can just hit it every time if you know what you're doing.
It does
Yeah.
have an align, yeah. It shouldn't be too hard, but it's just one of those things where, like, in the spur of the moment, sometimes you feel like you're not gonna make it.
Yeah.
PBAT getting
Did
that
Derp
one,
die
but
the same way twice.
yeah, I think he did. I think PBAT must be too familiar with people taking that top route, and he knows like the exact way to beat it.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff here that PBAT's showing right now that I haven't seen almost ever, because I got back into the scene at the Winter ELO tournament and Derpiculous just dominated that, but MePBat didn't enter, so maybe Derp's kryptonite right here. Interesting
maybe.
strat, actually.
Oh my goodness! You
Okay,
what?
that was different.
It didn't
I
even look
will
like he
say
had
that-
an align or anything. He just did it, like
Yeah.
straight up.
Actually, this is crazy. This match is already going to be crazy. It's a best of 11 too.
Right.
Has PBAT just been like in practice mode, like making every route like possible, consistent? Like what the heck?
Yeah.
This guy's crazy.
I know what I'm practicing later.
Like Derp didn't even play bad. Derp played the way like the map a very normal route. It's debatably faster than some other routes PBAT took, and it just didn't matter. Like what?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy there by both players, actually. Like, just strats that I've never seen before coming out.
I was gonna say it like kind of as a joke in the middle of that. I was be like, oh, PBAT has the download complete, but like he actually does. Like
Yeah.
that was insane.
Both
Like,
players
what?
opting for the bottom route here. I've seen Tripano Zoma earlier in the day using the top route there and getting a quite significant advantage actually from using it.
SS Royale is always tense like this. It's just like, are they gonna live or are they gonna die? And then, inevitably.
One messed up could
I mean,
kill
yeah,
you.
it's just it just like classic what I think of when I think of Derp gameplay is just that he's so far ahead and just knows exactly where it is. Like the ability to front run is just so strong with this player.
It looks like the maps where it comes down to a difference between nailing a route and just like doing a route well.
Yeah.
PBAT seems to not quite have that advantage. But then when it comes to knowing all the routes, I think PBAT's kind of got that.
Yeah, for
So,
sure.
like, on airport, you
Right,
still have to take like 3 or 4 different routes on that like left side. But now SS Royale, very linear map. Like
Yeah, that might
And then
be.
he saw Derp on airport like, oof.
I mean, Derp does have a little bit of a history in speedrunning some of these maps for like records, whereas MePBat I don't think does that. So Derpiculous on the linear maps at least knows exactly the fastest
Oh,
route.
MePBat just
That
took
makes
his
sense.
first win. I wonder if we're gonna see a full-on comeback here, or is that just a lucky win?
it's definitely possible. Yeah, I don't. SS Royale is one of those maps though where you don't need to be the fastest to win. You just need to win that first interaction
Oh
and
my-
get in front.
Did you see that Derp just ran under he boosted to run under his own ball?
Yeah, I saw that.
Incredibly
Mans is
precise
playing-
play.
Wow, that's wow.
Actually
no
insane
words.
by Derp. Yeah, well, I'm exactly the same. I'm struggling for words here to describe it.
He's going so
Oh
fast!
my god!
He's
Mistake
going,
by
dude.
Deceptive.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
And this is going to close it out, surely.
Damn, MePBat contributing to his own demise.
Yeah, literally
How
handing Derpiculous the win right
He
there.
said, what?
I mean, I know he plays a butler, but man, you didn't have to go this so far.
Damn, dude. Score is now 3-2. All right.
Oh, yeah, dude, I can't believe that was crazy. He really did serve him the win.
Yeah, man.
Well, but no, I think what normally after a lot of slopes like that, there's a box or something. So using an ice beam after a slope like that will still net them a loss in speed.
Yeah.
I guess SS Royale specifically doesn't have that box, and as you saw there, the entire thing is basically just flat. So like,
Yeah. Sound Shiver. I have not seen this map be played yet.
Yeah, this might be a first for the Cosmonaut Circuit, actually.
Interesting. This map has got some weirdly precise strats.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Actually, there's a lot of stuff on the bottom and on the left-hand side that's pretty precise here.
Like even that route that Derp just took is like for no reason other than it is. It just is like kind of weird and hard.
Yeah.
It's not like
Ooh, that
definitely
meatball.
approachable, though. You also see a little bit of difference in the routes there because I think Derp took the boost route that first time.
Yeah. I mean, there's only minute differences, and clearly it's just personal preference here. There aren't
Pretty much. Whichever route you feel like going, you take.
yeah, I mean, players just want either boost or items, and I feel like that's sort of respective of each player's style a little bit. Although MePBat going for the item basically all the time versus Derp who goes for the boost. So
Interesting. Maybe MePBat's trying to get those defensive items as in part of his game plan, like
Yeah, it's
pulses and
possible.
boxes and bombs. Those are pretty defensive. Obviously, they can also be aggressive. But
I mean, yeah, of course, trying to box Derp out is a pretty good game plan to make sure that he doesn't get the lead, because it seems like as soon as Derp gets the lead, he doesn't lose it really.
yeah, definitely. Derp isn't. It's not that Derp isn't consistent. It's like MePBat's consistent even in the face of adversary. Like
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Could be. Also, I think that might stem a little bit from the times at which they joined, right? So Derp's a little bit later, or a little bit later than MePBat. MePBat's been in the game for a bit longer.
Yeah.
So that can contribute to like early game stuff. Like from the very get-go, it was all about avoiding items, and then like as the game has progressed, it's become more and more about finding the best routes and knowing specifically like where a certain item might be used, not necessarily.
Ooh,
dodging all
that
the
crate was.
Yeah, no,
That was
for sure, I agree with that. Like, although Reborn, you can talk on this a bit. I'm pretty sure that Derp was a player on Xbox before he was a player on PC, right?
I believe he was. Yes.
I
Tough.
hate to see that happen.
Yeah, tough break
I
from
remember.
Derp.
I think I played with Derp a few times before he actually became a okay player,
That's
like recognized, if you know what I mean.
hitting
Yeah.
that spike wheel on Sound Shiver. Everybody does it. As you saw there, even the best of the best still hit that thing. That thing is deadly.
Yeah. Really precise, actually, to try and avoid. There's a route that you can take to deliberately close that that spinning spike wheel away from like the whole map. Neither player wanted to take it. It was a little bit slower than the normal routes, but clearly not paying off very well for Derp there.
I see Intasa in the chat. Oh shit.
Is this still best of 9?
No, it's best of 11 here.
Okay. So you still
Best
got
of 11. Wow. Okay,
Wasn't
so
quite sure
first.
who was
So it's first to 6. Okay.
first to 6.
Yeah.
So I was like, is MePBat on match point? Like, oh, spooky. Not quite. Oh, that shockwave was like, I didn't expect that.
No, yeah, I mean, honestly, items from both players right now, just using every little like advantage that they can to try and catch people out. Neither player falling for it really.
The bomb in first place in this scenario is ooh, okay, not quite timed properly, but
Yeah.
the bomb there can be potentially really bad.
Oh, I don't know whether you saw that from MePBat, but an interesting use of the ball there to try and catch Derp out. He doesn't actually move anywhere, and he rolls the ball up the stage.
I don't think I caught that. No, dang.
It was just a
Whoa.
sneaky item usage.
How rarely do you
Ooh.
see that route being taken?
Yeah, I mean, both these players knowing that the bottom route there is actually the faster one, but it actually doesn't open the boost route later on like we just saw. So taking a slightly different route than what you'd normally see in maybe a ranked game.
Yeah, rather, I'm pretty sure that's because he has somebody to take seriously.
Alright, hold on. Can we just take a moment to appreciate MePBat's grapples? I think he just grappled every single, like, grappleable ceiling, basically.
Yeah, actually, genuinely crazy.
He did, yeah, I'm rewatching, yeah. He's just
Like-
insane like that.
That was crazy. Oh, taking the top route that time. Almost messed with him up. Messed up Derp with the bomb there too. I think he tried to push him downward, like faster than it was supposed to, or something like that.
A really
Ooh,
good
that
ball there by
meatball.
Derpiculous, calling out that MePBat was at some point going to go faster and just trying to block it at the time, but it actually deceptively hard to time. So so congrats there on getting that win. there.
Oh, that was. I don't know if Derp did the grapple expecting the box, or if MePBat did the box in response to the grapple. But either way, the box blocked that grapple from MePBat, which ended up like canceling out perfectly.
Yeah. Oh, and we see a different route there from Derp, taking the very bottom route. A recent development actually in the community. Turns out it might be a little bit faster. Derp messes it up, doesn't do it exactly perfectly, and results in about an even game. But nonetheless, I figured that it was worth pointing out.
Definitely an interesting route. Definitely a one that hasn't been fully fleshed out either.
Yeah, still in development, definitely.
Oh, MePBat lived that? No way.
And the rocket there doing a million loop-de-loops to try and catch MePBat doesn't work out though. Derp takes it.
Derp's got boost and an ice beam to MePBat's boost and a rocket.
Yeah, both
It's not looking great for
really
MePBat.
fast.
Oh my goodness!
Wait, he just went in the switch when it closed.
He actually finessed that perfectly. Those
Yeah.
doors close in a way that's generous to the player. You can like just barely weave your way through, and Derp did exactly that.
Yeah, it's... Oh, and a rocket there as well.
Damn.
Closes the match out for Derp.
That was just mean.
Dang, dude. Derp is out here for blood. Like he toyed around in that first game or whatever. Like you saw him lose, he's like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
Like he loses that second game, all right, that's kind of bad. But now he's not messing around anymore. You saw that he finessed it. He was taking routes you don't ever see. He's hitting him with the most destructive items possible. That rocket like reset his speed at a very important speed moment. Like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, MePBat is showing now why he's considered one of the best players and why he does have the second seed in the world. Potentially should have the first seed. Who knows? Maybe the outcome of this game will be telling of whether Derp actually deserves the first seed in this game.
It's still
Texas
close.
again.
It is 3-4. MePBat is still winning.
Oh, is there a giveaway in the
Texas.
chat? Very good. No, there's not.
Alright, well, anyways, going into Texas Run'em, this is wow. That's an unfortunate mistake it looked like from Derp. I think he just missed the grapple.
Yeah, quick first point for MePBat. Oh, and a mistake there from...
The exact same thing, he missed the
Oh
grapple.
damn!
Maybe the nerves getting to these two players, you know, it's winners finals. We're about halfway
Derp
through the
going
game.
there very well.
I was gonna, yeah, if Derp, like, really hugged those corners, he was really trying to get him with that camera kill right there.
Yeah.
Derp opting to go up high and get that item. Is he gonna pay off in the end? Because he got hit by a box, too.
He's living off screen like a champion.
Tough mistake there by
Ooh.
MePBat again.
We get
We
the
call those
lead.
rolling strats.
Oh,
That was weird.
That was a very unfortunate sequence of events for both players.
no. Yeah, Derp did come out on top though in the end. Oh, you know, talking of rolling strats, I haven't heard that phrase in a very long time, dude.
Yeah, it's throwback.
That's one of those
For any of
ones
you guys
that-
who don't know what we're talking about, roll-in strats are like when you try and do a turn too soon and you end up just going back the same way you came rather than actually doing the turn.
Yeah.
So anyways, we saw a little bit of a difference in route there from Derp and MePBat. Derp taking the safer route. That's I don't think you can die taking that route pretty much, right? If you just like use the grapples there, you pretty
I
much
mean,
always live.
Yeah, I think you're right with that one. It's pretty hard, but obviously, any mistake big enough, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, the freeze lands in the perfect spot, giving Derp
Wow.
his 4th win.
Actually
That's
evened it up
also-
right now.
Yeah, that's also like a note about the map though. Almost all maps have like slopes in the corner to make things kind of rounded, but Texas Run'em doesn't do that because it's Texas Run'em. I don't know. So specifically, like ice beams in that section are really devastating.
Hmm.
That would have been the sickest reverse 3 or reverse 5-0, but it wouldn't have been quite that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if
I
Derp does win the next 2, then it is still technically 5-0 because I think he won like the second map and then lost and then won. I think he's won all the rest so far.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
So like now Derp's got all the momentum. MePBat's the one who's got like the mental block going on right now.
Yeah. It could be just
Pressure's on, boys.
that MePBat is just run out of maps a little bit. There was a domination in the first few maps, even with Derp's picks, but right now seeming like he's sort of run out of steam a little bit.
Oh my goodness, that ball would just not leave him alone.
Running out of steam, huh? He looks fine.
Well, relatively speaking, you know.
It's all about like,
right.
When
I'm
It's
just
all about
saying, he's doing pretty well.
the small mental shifts. They're not things you're gonna notice like aggressively, right? It's gonna be things like, oh, like he missed 1 grapple during the set, and then suddenly he's missing 4 grapples during the set, and then he's missing, you know, that kind
Yeah.
of stuff.
Or maybe he misses something that he's usually consistent at.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's all the little minute changes that are hard to really account for.
But they add up. Like it's hard to say really. But being in a tournament like this previously, it's easy to say that when you start missing stuff that you feel like you're confident at, you start second guessing all of your decisions.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know if there's a prize on the line.
There
I
is
don't
indeed
recall.
$100.
So that definitely is contributing to it as well, because I'm sure they would both want that money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, why would you be here? Well, I guess you could just
Oh,
be doing
wow.
it for the pure sport, but
That was a pretty incredible save there. Doesn't seem to have paid off for Derpiculous, but that ball he ended up dodging just by hitting the Invincible in the nick of time there.
didn't quite work out for him though. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
but it doesn't matter because Derp just nailing that route so fast.
Damn. So MePBat now coming from behind.
could be a
Derp 5,
5-0 comeback.
MePBat 4.
5-4, yeah. Can Derp take it away? Can he get the 5 streak?
Looks
The
like we've
5
got
wins.
some technical issues here from Derp. Oh wow. Maybe some keyboard issues from Derpiculous. Some of his keys aren't registering.
Oh boy. He seriously just typed that.
Oh man.
What is
Alright,
everybody?
anyways, disregarding the chat, we're gonna be going into theme park now. I don't know if Derp has ever gone for the shortcut, but I know we saw MePBat go for it in one of his matches.
Yeah.
So definitely on the table.
I think that Derp is probably just as capable as MePBat and Benson at that strat in particular.
I should hope so, but it does look like he doesn't even need it.
I mean, yeah, he's taken a quick first point here, but MePBat with the boost advantage. This
MePBat
bomb might be
boost,
used,
but no bomb.
and it does.
Oh my god.
That was a very good bomb. That was like perfectly timed.
Yeah, smart. Derpiculous wasn't going to go out so easily.
I don't think MePBat got any boost either. I think he completely blocked him from getting boost, which is the worst case scenario for MePBat because it means that he can't like quickly turn back around either.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, what you really want in official maps in particular is a good, healthy amount of boost at all times, because otherwise, if you mess up, then there's no way of recovering, really. There's not like
Yeah,
grapple spam like you have in
that's-
Random Workshop that's just recoverable easily.
Oh, Derp knowing MePBat, he's like, oh, he's definitely gonna jump here, and just triggered it anyways. That was
Yeah.
the rawest item I've ever seen.
I mean, just a complete prediction, like a download, like you said, to be honest. And you,
Oh,
you were
yeah.
saying earlier that MePBat had downloaded
Oh,
Derp,
that
but
missed.
I guess I was wrong. It looks like Derp's downloaded MePBat.
Ooh.
just as we
He
say
hits
that
the
though,
skip.
In all fairness, Derp did kind of download MePBat. He was like, oh, he's gonna go for the skip, and did try and box off the route. He just barely missed.
Yeah.
What are you doing,
Yeah,
Derp?
I respect it.
I mean,
He would have hit it.
He would have, but he did it a little too early, I think. If he'd done it just a second later, it would have forced MePBat to either get hit, and then Derp could possibly turn it around and actually do the strat himself.
yeah,
Or it forces him to completely miss it, and then Derp can just take the win.
that's true. I hadn't thought about that actually. If he'd have waited a second longer, then MePBat would have been forced to make a decision, and it would have paid off much better for Derp.
It was very spur of the moment thing, I'm sure. Anyways. So
Yeah.
It's hard to see that, but just crazy what could have been.
Well, yeah. A waste of a rocket here. There's no items nearby really that are viable to take for Derpiculous, so a little bit
I'm a little
strange.
lost. Yeah, interesting. Maybe he thought the rocket, like, I don't know.
Honestly, not
Maybe
really
he
sure.
thought the only thing I can think of is maybe he thought the rocket would mess with himself.
Ooh.
Yeah, potentially.
It's gonna end up costing him the round. It looks like, because he didn't have anything to help him catch up to MePBat, and then MePBat, just that consistency we were talking about.
The fireball, dude.
So
Of
this
course,
is
of course, also the fireball, but I mean, MePBat was in a commanding place before the fireball even hit as well.
yeah. I mean, match point now for both these players. It's gonna be
But Derp's got
Derpiculous
that
pick. Yeah, counter pick
He's got that slight
advantage.
advantage.
Alright, final game. Ooh, and it's Casino. Good pick for Derp.
Definitely a map that I figured would favor him. It's got a lot of interesting routes that kind of intersect. We were talking about earlier.
Yeah, for sure. Who do you think it would favor again? Sorry.
I definitely think it favors Derp here, because Derp's got he's got those weirdly precise strats on lock, and he's also good at acknowledging where you are and how to mess with where you are.
Yeah, a little bit reminiscent of Purple Turkey in that respect, I think.
Yeah. Ooh, very small thing. I think Derp actually ended up not hitting the slope properly there.
Yeah, that was a tough one to watch, really. That's an old school strat, one I wouldn't, or rather, that's the wrong slope even that I'm thinking of.
Dude,
Ignore me.
Damn, dude.
Derp has gone for that strat twice now, go into the boost tunnel and use an explosive to trigger the shortcut, and it's worked out beautifully for him twice now.
Yeah.
MePBat's definitely got to do something different. I don't know, take the lead, force him, put a bomb there. I don't know, something.
Well, it looks like he's doing just that, following your advice to the
Yeah.
T really here.
I mean, taking the lead is easier said than done, but
Oh, this could be it.
Just barely, just a mistake from Derp.
ooh, MePBat making that work with his boost there.
Covering, though.
Yeah, both players still in this.
For a second there, I thought Derp might get a MePBat with the camera kill. I was very close.
And that's it.
It looked like MePBat just wasn't quite as versed on that map, and Derp just really blew him away.
I mean, I would say that really it's probably just come down to nerves with MePBat not being able to hold it together as well as Derp can.
Yeah, maybe. But that's
Especially,
right,
Derp's confidence probably shoots through the roof.
because we're not done with MePBat yet. He's going right into losers, and he's still got a chance to win it all.